I worked with this gentleman for a very short time. He was very fantastic. He knew his job. And we connected within that very short time. He was a PhD holder just like myself. And I heard that he was going. He said goodbye to us. He said goodbye to me. He was moving over to Switzerland. From Southern Africa to Switzerland. And I thought, since I had drawn close to him, it was important for me to ask him. I said, man, what's your secret? How did you get this job? He said, well, I applied to over 300 organizations. Yes, you heard me right. 300 organizations. And he got 10 interviews out of those 300 applications. And he got 4 offers out of the 10 interviews. Out of the 4 offers, he decided to choose the one in Switzerland. What lesson do we get from this story? Looking for a job is not easy. Anything good is not easy to come by. If you want gold, you must be willing to spend money and time and energy to go underground to get the best gold. If you want to catch wild animals so that you can have meat, you must be ready to go out there in the jungle and chase after them and also face the risk of them retaliating. Nothing comes easy. If you want a job, a good paying job, it doesn't just come. So some of you might be thinking, oh, I'm tired. I applied 5 times. Nobody's responding. I applied 15 times and no one is responding. Keep at it. That man I'm talking about had worked in international organizations in other countries outside his own country, but he still applied 300 times, over 300 times, and he was at the top of his career with a PhD. Sometimes we say, I have applied a lot of times. We also don't look at what qualifications we have. Because the higher you go, the better it becomes for you. I know that you can get a job with a certificate, you can get a job with a diploma, you can get a job with a first degree, you can get a job with a master's, you can get a job with a PhD. You can agree with me that the higher you go, the better the chances. What do you think of the story I've just shared with you? It's a real story. The gentleman is working in Switzerland as we are talking. He has been there for over 4 years. After 300 applications. How many applications have you done? I know some of you are already saying you want to give up. How many applications have you done? So the first lesson for me from this story is that we have to be resilient. We keep applying until we get the job. It's number 1. Number 2 thing that I learned from this story is that it doesn't matter how educated you are, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, it doesn't matter how much experience you have, you still have to hustle to get a job. And of course, number 3 that I learned from the story is that don't limit yourself to your country. Don't say in this country there are no jobs. Don't say in this region there are no jobs, because this gentleman, we were together in a country in Southern Africa and he's now working in Switzerland. So be open-minded. This is not for everyone. I know some people, you are very loving to your country, you are loyal, you feel like if you leave your country, maybe you are no longer patriotic. Or maybe you have other reasons why you wouldn't want to leave your country. Probably you have an ailing parent, or there are some things that cause you not to go. I understand. But if you can also consider the whole world as your destination. Don't limit yourself. Let me know in the comment section, what do you learn from this video? I love you. Dr. Wilbert Mutoko, signing out, the Research Mentor. Remember to follow me, like, share, and comment. Cheers.